Hey everyone, thanks for checking out I'm Too Old for This.
What? Why did that get censored?
Why is it? I didn't even say, what. Anyways, thanks for watching I'm Too Old for This.
Again, what the heck? I get if it's going to censor some words, but...
I have the censor on. It's being really sensitive. Oh, there we go. All right, so anyways, once again, thanks for watching I'm Too Old for This.
Man, I'm so sick of this shit.
We don't binge watch, we commit to the bit. Two guys talking flicks with back pain and wit. No TikTok cuts, no reaction clips. Just hot takes from dudes with replacement hips. Give you MCU scene by scene recaps. We're busy rewatching Heat and taking naps. It's Roma chatter with a film school glaze. Argue whether Face Off still slaps these days. Too old for this flick, but we still show up. We'll watch the new stuff and the weird deep cuts. Grab your popcorn, lower those stakes. These old fatties got a high calorie intake. It's just two guys talking with frequent bathroom breaks. It's too old for this flick. Too old flick. Too old for this flick. Too old flick. I'm too old for this flick. I'm too old for this flick.
Hey everyone, I'm Tyler, and this is Dustin, and this is I'm Too Old for This Flick.
You're probably wondering, this is like the 14th different podcast that we've had.
It is. No, well, we've had one podcast. We just had 14 different versions of that podcast in the past 15 years.
That's true. So I guess it was originally started as just like just general topics. And
yeah, it was basically like each episode would be random. Like we talk about anything and everything, but we'd stop doing it. We'd come back and then we'd do it again. And then the last time we came back like a year and a half ago, we were just both like, let's just talk about movies. Yeah. So we kept the name Stuffed, which was the old podcast name, and it just didn't make sense with a movie and a movie-themed podcast. So I decided when we come back, let's change the name.
Yeah, like the fact that we're so like disgustingly fat, and like people like they would see Stuffed and they'd see pictures of our face, and they're like, "Oh, cool! This is like probably the best mukbang channel on the internet." And they get there like, "What are they talking about movies for? These guys like have horrible opinions."
And they're not even talking about food-based movies or what food looks good in this clip. Like, what's going on here?
The only episode that did good was the movie snacks episode.
Yeah, that's the one that got the most views too. Everyone's like, hey, this actually makes sense. No, it's so this podcast, yeah, it's a movie podcast, and it's basically like imagine Statler and Waldorf from the Muppets doing a podcast.
Who's that? I don't know. I'm young and hip. I don't know who that is.
The Muppets need to make a comeback, man. That 2011 Muppets movie.
They
Top
do
20 favorite movie, man.
They do like every 15 years, so they're pretty due. But did you see the sequel?
Yeah, with Tina Fey was terrible.
Not as good.
Yeah.
No, not as good.
Yeah, the Muppets need to come back. Disney keeps trying to do a comeback with those, and they just fail. Nobody's interested in it, and that was
what the movie was about in 2011.
It was, yeah. That's what this podcast is about too. Is how we want to bring good movies back. Good old movies. So
they don't make them like they used to.
Oh, that should be our tagline for this film, or for this podcast. Anyways, let's tell everyone what's your deal with movies. Like, who are you as a movie guy?
Well,
or girl, whatever you want to.
Yeah, I can be anything. Well, no, I can't because we're a throwback show. Anyways, grew up in the early '80s, '90s, and so back then it was like the heyday for like awesome ass like action movies, like way over the top, like big, in your face, masculine movies, and a ton of great sci-fi movies, and like just kind of like devil may care comedies. And so it was kind of like maybe not the golden age of Hollywood, but it was a golden age of Hollywood, and and kind of like that's just what I liked. And then I'd say starting like 15 years ago, I really noticed that, and it is, I'm not like some like genius, but like the CGI
I can vouch for that.
Right. The CGI just got so egregious, and the sequels and everything was a superhero movie. Like, and Hollywood was like it was forever. It was just like this great center of American culture. And to me, it's just like now it's like almost represents like the rot of America. Like the way that everything's like a sequel and or just CGI fest, or a new comic book hero that nobody cares about, or the 6th iteration of Spider-Man. And so now, like, to me, in my opinion, the only genre that really like has maintained its core identity is horror. And I was always like kind of a secondary, third horror guy, but now I'm like that's like kind of my favorite genre because it's kind of remained as like this bastion of actually decent filmmaking. If that makes sense.
Sure. And what's great about
Get
this
off my
is
lawn.
we're both old dads, you know, but we both have different takes on movies. Like I understand where you're coming from because I agree somewhat, but I've always been kind of more like I love more like everything pretty much. Like I'm not as picky as you can be sometimes. I can definitely be picky. I'm not saying that I'm not, but I'll go see Superman, which was my favorite movie this summer. And I'll see all those movies. I'm less excited than I used to be for those, for sure. It's kind of dwindled. But I grew up just movies all the time. My parents would take me to movies that I shouldn't have seen. Both my parents like movies and stuff. And basically, I'm a behind-the-camera guy now. I do all the media stuff. So I just love movies. And I'll give anything a watch because I think there's been times where I've watched a movie I didn't want to see and I ended up loving it.
Yeah, that's like the best thing ever.
But what's funny is I'm definitely less of a horror guy than you are. Like I don't dislike horror, but I'm never like stoked to see anything. I always try to invite you to a movie and you usually like turn it down, but then like you're always like, let's go to a horror movie that's coming out. I'm like,
let's go to Good Boy. I don't want to see it because I'm a little wimp.
I will not watch a movie with an animal that is in harm's way, even though it's fake. I'm a sensitive man.
Yeah, we know. Going back a little bit when you said seeing movies that you shouldn't have seen, it just reminded me this like kind of funny. So when that movie Showgirls came out, I was like in junior high or whatever, and obviously my parents didn't take me to see it, and it hadn't come on like HBO or whatever, and I wanted to see it for like the artistic reasons, obviously.
Oh, yeah, artistic reasons, sure.
And I remember like, and my parents, it wasn't a movie that they would have rented, so like, but my friend in school, he's like, oh yeah, like my parents bought that movie. And I was like, oh, that's cool. He's like, yeah, but they don't let you watch it. He's like, yeah, I can watch it anytime I want. I'm like, dude, I'd be watching the movie all the time. Have you ever seen that movie?
I haven't. I know it's not a very good movie.
It is like, and I'm not joking. It's like for like a Hollywood movie from the main star, it's like the acting is, it's probably the worst.
Really?
Yeah, from like, she wasn't like, what was her name? Elizabeth Berkley?
I don't remember who's in that.
She wasn't like a big actor, but she was in a pretty decent sized show. But her acting is so bad. Like it was literally better on Saved by the Bell.
Was that movie? Oh, okay, yeah, I know who. The face is clicking now.
Yeah.
I have no desire to see that. I've never watched it. Never wanted to.
It's not good. Don't watch it. So anyway,
see, I actually go for artistic value. You go for artistic value.
That's true. I mean, to be fair, I was 15 or whatever.
Yeah.
So why don't you tell everyone that story about your dad taking? What was the movie you took you and your friend to? Like on accident.
I told
or
this
something?
on our last podcast, and
but it's still funny.
If you're following up and following us onto this podcast, then you probably know this. But if you do, so my mom would take me to see lots of R-rated movies too, but not nearly as crazy as my dad would. There was one time, it was around the time the first X-Men movie came out, or the second one, I can't remember. I was in elementary school, and my dad took me and my friend Berto to a movie. And just remember, Berto is not our child. He's somebody else's child. So he takes us to the movies to go see X-Men. Great movie. Still holds up pretty well today, I think. We all loved it. Then my dad said, hey, let's go sneak into another movie. First of all, problem number one, he's teaching these kids, his son and his son's friend, to sneak into movies. So steal from the man.
Right.
He snuck us in to go see the first Scary Movie.
That's right.
Which, if you guys don't know anything about the Scary Movie franchise before it turned PG-13, was very vulgar.
Yeah.
Very sexual.
Crude.
I recall, if I remember, a scene in the bathroom at the beginning with a sex toy going through somebody's head. So it was stuff like that. And he took not only his own son, which is bad, someone else's kid that he took. I tell that story all the time. It's so funny.
It's hilarious. They're making another one of those.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about it.
Because
the first one's the only one that's, I think, funny.
I saw the first 2 or 3, and I thought they were pretty good, but it's been a long time. Still on the topic, this is a story that I've told before too, but because we both worked at the theater forever.
Yeah.
And there's like these seasons, like, you know, after Christmas but before like Easter break, that's really slow, and that's when a lot of like it's like the dump season, like where they just dump these movies. Or
at our age, every day is a dump season now.
right? But there's also like a lot of horror movies that come out. So when that first Hostel came out, have you seen the first Hostel?
Yeah, when it first came out.
Lots of sex, lots of nudity, lots of like extreme graphic torture, right? So, you know, people, it's like a Wednesday, like at 11 o'clock, and this family comes in of like these like trashy people. They come in and they're like, oh yeah, like we'll go see this Hostel movie, and they go in there. And maybe it's like I didn't notice what they were seeing at first, and then when I went in there to clean it, the theater after it was over, I saw them walking out. It's like there was like kids like 9, 7, and 4, and like the parents.
All over their face.
And like that movie's like so there's like
it's pretty bad if I remember.
Tons of horrible stuff in there. It's like that's going to be when they have their podcast in like 7 years.
I would say that's probably where my parents wouldn't have taken me to see that movie, but you know what? They took me to see Species, so I don't know.
Yeah.
Speaking of taking kids to see scary movies, I watched Casper with my daughter who just turned 3. This was probably a couple months ago, maybe 2 months ago. We watched Casper, the original live action one with Christina Ricci, and it was so funny because we're sitting there. She's very like tuned to like emotions. She always like anytime a character cries, she'll ask why they're crying. So Casper is crying because he's telling Christina Ricci's character how he died and what happened to him. And my daughter goes, "Dad, why is he crying?" And it's a topic you don't want to talk about. You don't want to talk about death and dying. So I just said, "Oh, he's just talking about how he's not a boy anymore." Thinking, you know, like it makes sense. He's a ghost now. He's not a boy. That would probably maybe make sense. So she goes, "Oh, okay. So he's a girl now?" And I'm like, "Oh, son of a gun. This is like 2 topics I don't want to be talking about right now with my daughter."
Right? That Bill Cosby was a genius, right? Kids say the darndest things.
Yeah, real genius. Great guy.
Right? Yeah. He's big in showbiz.
Yeah, he's still around, right?
Speaking of that, this is not really movie related, but this morning, my youngest son, who's 7, like it's like 6:30 when we got up, and he's like, is it still because we're recording on a Saturday, is it still Friday because it's dark? I'm like, no. He's like, I have a theory. I think when it's dark and in the next day it's still the day before. I'm like, no, that's not how it works.
Yeah, that's your kid.
Yeah, I shattered his theory.
Speaking of theories, do you have like a movie character that you feel like you relate to the most?
Like physically or
just in general? And why is it Tom Hardy's Bane? Because they both, you know, go CPAP machines because they're old fat guys.
That would be physically. I don't know, like basically either any of the cast from Grumpy Old Men, pretty much.
I remember those movies. We used to call my dad and grandpa the Grumpy Old Men because they would like. I remember one time we were like elementary school, maybe junior high. We used to go down to like Arrowhead or Big Bear for Christmas. And they were out there one morning, like shoveling like the stairs snow, and they were like both arguing over how to
do it,
how to shovel the snow. They were both old. If you know my dad, he was older. He was an older man, and my grandpa obviously was older. They were the same age, which always throws people out because they don't think, oh, it's his mom's dad, not my dad's dad. But yeah, it was funny that it always reminds me of that movie, Grumpy Old Men. That is a old movie, dude.
This is way off topic again. Sorry, I'm doing this, but my grandpa and his brother like lived on this like property, right? And like it's out in the middle of the country. And one day the stray dog was running around like attacking their chickens and stuff. So they both like, my grandpa gets his shotgun and my great uncle gets his pistol, and they're like chasing it around trying to get it, and it ends up getting away.
Now, Statler or Waldorf, which one was the redneck?
So they're in the field that separates their 2 properties. They're talking, and my brother was out there, and I wasn't there, but he told me the story. And like they both had their guns, and they're like, oh, he went this way. And they're like pointing the guns like in the direction instead of pointing their fingers, like super unsafe gun safety stuff. And these are both like, you know, Army and Navy veterans, like been around guns their whole life. Just like, it just reminded me of like just like fighting over the smallest thing.
Yeah.
2 old men.
The old guys are funny. So, anyways, let's go into. We have a topic or a little segment we like to do. We did it on our old podcast, and I loved it so much. I think you liked it as well. That I was like, let's just make that a mainstay here on our podcast.
Okay.
And it's where
We take off our pants and kiss.
Yep. I hope you like that kind of stuff. Watch the video. It's
Not
a lot
movie
better.
related, but
Well,
entertaining.
yeah, it could be movie related.
Horror movie.
So basically, we're gonna role play as movie studio heads. He's gonna be one. I'm gonna be one, and he's gonna pitch me 5 movies. I'm gonna pitch him 5 movies, and we're either gonna pass or buy. And what's great about this is the movies aren't real movies. They're going to be random titles generated from ChatGPT, and then we are going to make up a plot to that. We haven't seen them yet. We haven't seen the titles yet. We're gonna make it up on the spot.
We have like 5 seconds to like. You look at it like, oh, you like think for a second, then just the first thing that pops in your head,
Yeah.
and you gotta sell it.
Yeah, and it's real fun, and I hope you guys enjoy it. I'm going to call this I'm Too Old for This pitch. So let me get
Not pitch with the
pitch
P.
with the P. Let's have ChatGPT do it real quick.
We are sponsored by ChatGPT. So if
In fact,
we
we are AI.
if you use our code FATOLDMEN, you will get nothing off because they actually give us nothing.
Here's your 5 movies. I haven't seen them. I haven't seen mine. Can you actually see mine? No. Okay, good.
No,
You
I
can't see
can't.
mine.
So you're being a movie. How long have you been the head of the studio?
Do you just walk in and ask that? You don't introduce yourself? What's going on here? I'm already having bad vibes for you, sir.
You came to Martha's Vineyard with me last Christmas. I mean, summer. That's what you go there in the summer. Anyways, how long have you been doing this, Frank?
I've been doing it for 38 years.
So you obviously have made a lot of money off Dwayne The Rock Johnson, right?
Who hasn't at this point?
So we got
Except
a new,
DC Studios.
we have a sequel of one of his more moderate movies, but I'm sure it made a profit.
All right.
Now the first one was this family friendly movie where he stars as a hockey player, like a vicious hockey player called the Tooth Fairy,
Okay, I remember this
because he
one.
would knock people's teeth out.
Yeah.
It was this heartwarming thing where he learned to become like a girl dad, basically.
Okay. I can
surrogate.
relate, yeah.
So this one is same character, nothing at all like the first. This one, he, instead of like a heartwarming family tale, he gets a job in corporate America and he is sexually harassed. It's a drama. And this one's called The Tooth Fairy Files a Complaint.
Oh, man.
It's going to be a gripping drama where the shoe's on the other foot and a male's getting sexually harassed by his boss. And the boss, we just got to stick with the hot hand, Sydney Sweeney.
Okay.
Yeah,
Did you say hot ham?
hot hand.
I thought you said hot ham. See, not only old, we're also fat.
Fat and old. That's the theme of the podcast. So, yeah, there's going to be a vicious assault scene. And this is Oscar bait here.
All right.
It's weird that it's a sequel to a kid's Disney show, but are you interested in buying? It's not going to make any money.
Definitely not if it's not going to make any money. And I don't want to buy anything with the Rock in it right now. He's not faring very well lately.
He's
so
not.
I think I'm going to pass on this one, unfortunately. Somebody else take it. Somebody's still driving that Rock train.
Okay. Our next one is actually a spinoff of a TV show.
Oh, okay.
A very popular, one of the most popular TV shows of all time.
Alf?
Very close, actually. Very close. It's Cheers.
Okay. Cheers.
So in this story, Ted Danson's character...
Booze? Is it called Booze?
I haven't seen that. No. So this is... You know how years back you heard of the 21 Jump Street and crossover with Men in Black?
Yeah, I remember that.
So this is going to be
Being a thing.
in the same spirit. So
Okay.
you have the cast from Cheers and a new cast. Ted Danson goes, he's down on his luck and he takes any bartending job he can. The only one is for the bar that's on the base of Area 51. It's called Last Call at Area 51. It's going to be a wacky, zany comedy about being on the bar at, on Area 51. There's gonna be lots of drinking, lots of probing, lots of jokes where people don't know if they were abducted or they just got way too hammered. It's gonna be a great TV movie.
TV movie.
Yeah, but it's high quality. High quality.
Now, what's a TV movie nowadays? Is that like Netflix or is it like NBC?
It's gonna be Netflix. Yeah.
Netflix.
I guess you're. I'm not really up with the times.
And it has to be a Cheers spinoff.
Yes, has to be.
I've never watched Cheers, so I don't know.
You've
I like the idea.
been in business for 40 years.
I know.
Frank.
I've never seen Cheers. Who's Ted Danson? I like the concept. I just don't like it being a Cheers spinoff.
Okay.
I think it would be a funny concept of people thinking they get so drunk they don't know if they've been abducted or not. You know what? I'm going to take this and then I'm going to do what all movie studio heads do. I'm going to take your idea, change it completely to my own.
Okay, that's hey. As long as the check clears, I don't care. Now, okay, I think that ChatGPT made an error here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pretend that they did make an error.
All right.
Okay, so
Are you trying to tell me your movies are written by AI? I think that's against the law now.
no, that was outside of character.
Oh, okay.
So you like mismatched roommate stories, like The Odd Couple and such.
You're really showing. Cheers, The Odd Couple. Hey, how about the Honeymooners?
So we have these. It's going to be actually set in a college dorm.
Okay.
Think like raunchy, raunchy college comedy. We had this nerdy guy, Michael Cera, star of the movie,
Okay. Yeah. He
gonna
hasn't
be-
been a popular person in a while. I like him.
digitally de-aged back to 21.
He still looks 21,
Does
so we
he?
don't have to do too much work.
Perfect. It's not going to cost you a
He's
whole lot
just
of
kind
money.
of got to get rid of his little pedo mustache that he's been going around with. It's a little weird.
He's going to go to this this is actually a good movie. He's going to go to college and he's going to be like out of place, kind of like loner loser type guy, and he gets paired with like the jock of like the most popular jock of the star quarterback of the football team, and he takes a liking to Michael Cera and they become best buddies. There's only one problem. Can you guess what that problem is?
He's gay.
No, my roommate is in a cult. So he's
All right.
also the head of a cult. It's kind of like the Babysitter movie on Netflix.
Okay.
We're
Yeah.
not going to sell it to Netflix. We're going to sell it to Apple TV.
Okay. Or you're actually trying to sell it to me.
It's going to be well, yeah, you can do what you want with it. So Michael Cera and it doesn't matter. Channing Tatum, I guess.
Okay.
It's going to be a lot of 21 Jump Street vibes. He's going to be head of a cult, but he's not really wanting to kill people.
Is it going to be one of those movies where they're playing college students, but they comically look way older than they are?
Oh yeah, because
Okay.
Channing Tatum's like 50, like 47 now. So I'm not going to DH him.
All right. Perfect.
So he basically, Tatum's whole deal is he just wants to party and like he just wants people to hang around. So he's kind of like using the cult angle just to party for his whole life. But the people under him are like taking it seriously. They're the ones doing all the killings and bad stuff.
All right.
So it's going to be this like horror-esque comedy, R-rated, lots of 21 Jump Street vibes. What do you think?
I actually really like this. I'm going to buy this.
All right. Okay.
Sold.
Okay. You like Air Bud, right?
I mean, I haven't seen it since it first came out, but sure.
I saw this funny meme the other day. Have you heard about the scandal in basketball in the NBA?
Yeah, the
cheat-
betting or
Yeah. It was like a meme with Air Bud, and it says Air Bud has been implicated in the
But that reminds me, my coworker really likes these memes that go around. Like there's one where it was like Stuart Little was shot dead in a drive-by, like stuff like that.
It's kind of funny. So, anyways, Air Bud, after his basketball playing career, went to law school. Did you know that?
Oh, all right. No, I didn't know that.
And he's also a militant atheist. Did you know that?
No.
So, he's taking on a client who got food poisoning from a church bake sale,
Okay.
and it's called "The Dog Who Sued God." It's gonna be a gripping court drama. with Airbud. Not the Airbud, because the dog who played him is probably dead by this point. Because
Yeah,
that movie was
more-
like 35 years
More
ago.
than likely. Is the dog gonna be real or CGI?
CGI, unfortunately.
Pass.
It's gonna save you a lot of money, though.
I'll
You're
pass.
studio head.
I'll pass. This movie sounds awful.
It's gonna be. I have no idea what this movie is here. Are you being a studio head? You're aware of toxic fandom, right?
Of course.
So
That's what this podcast is all about.
this is going to be a meta movie about a fictional show that was really popular, sci-fi show. The fandom gets so bad about season 4 of this show, and
So what is season 4?
yeah, well, because that's when it got bad, and then, anyways, it's this whole conspiracy, and there's aliens involved and stuff. It's going to be a very confusing movie with a big twist at the end. Basically, the backlash is so great that there's like violence in the streets, and the only way to get out of it, the studio head, much like yourself, played by Tom Hardy, because that's who you look like.
You know, I've been telling myself that for years.
He has to go out and tell everybody season 4 was a lie.
All right.
That's the name of the movie. As you can see, I didn't have much to work with on this one.
So as somebody who's a big fan of the TV show Community,
Yes.
there's a little history with that where the first 3 seasons are known for being the best. And then they fired Dan Harmon as the writer and creator. And season 4 was considered not the best. Then they hired Dan Harmon back, and season 5 came back, and they made a joke about how season 4 was a gas leak at the college.
Oh.
So, as a fan of Community, I'm going to say I like this idea. I think it's very modern in fandom, and it's also it sounds like it'd be a fun time. Who's going to star in it again?
Tom Hardy is
Tom
you.
Hardy, yeah, as me. Okay, so
Because
yeah.
he's smart and good looking,
You
just
know-
like you.
You know what? I'm gonna give you triple of what you're asking for this.
I think this is how most movies actually get sold nowadays. Cool. So I sold all but the
That and stuff under the desk.
all right, your turn.
All right, my turn. All right.
If you're wondering why I'm coughing like I'm dying, is because
He is.
much on topic of our podcast, I'm an old man who has GERD, and it's acting up, and I'm coughing a lot. It happens. I'm not dying, I don't think. All right. Hey, Billy, good to see you. Welcome into Big Studios.
My name is Steve, not Billy.
Billy, take off your pants.
I couldn't think of anything to say. Sir, I'm here to pitch you a movie, not a tent. If you know what I'm saying.
The pitch meeting, right? I
Yeah,
thought
when I said I'm
I thought
here-
you were my 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's only
When
it's
I
only
said I was here
1:30.
to pitch, I wasn't talking about that. Anyways, yeah, I have a couple movies. I have 5 movies that I have here for
Okay.
you that I would love to pitch, and hopefully you will buy every single one of them. 'cause
Can you get these done in 30 minutes? Because my 2 o'clock's going to be.
Yeah, I could definitely get it done in 30 minutes. I can be
Okay.
a lot faster than that. I can be 10 seconds if you want. So can your 2:30.
All right. Well, great.
So, anyways, I have a. I hate this. I don't even know what to think. Do you remember when you would go to Walmart and you would walk in? You know, you like movies. You run a movie studio head, and I heard your friend also has a podcast called "I'm Too Old for This Flick," which you can check out on Instagram and TikTok at "Too Old for This Flick."
I've never been to Walmart. I'm rich as shit.
Well, anyways, you probably still know about this. You go to Walmart and you're like, I want to buy a movie, but I don't have the money. And then you see a bin. It's like $5 movies.
Okay.
And you're like, heck yeah, $5 movies. And you go in there and you open it up and you go in this bin and you're looking through all the movies and you realize you got movies like, I don't know, Night Beast, Strike Commander, Jason Goes to Hell.
He's looking at movies from my my movie case over here from my other show where I make fun of bad movies, but he doesn't know that some of those are actually fantastic.
So you get those movies and you're just like, you pick them up and you're just tossing them back in. And it's like, I don't want these.
What if you found Riot? Would you watch that?
I don't even know what that is.
It's a Die Hard clone. It's awesome.
So Anyways, what happens is this is a horror movie where the discount bin for the movies, comes alive, and they just get so angry, and they shut down the Walmart and trap people inside, and they start violently attacking everyone. It's a
Okay.
horror comedy. This is called Revenge of the Discount Bin.
Okay.
All right, so this is gonna be a low budget,
Yeah.
Sci-Fi Channel style, but you know,
How
those
much
are
are we
doing
talking here?
20 grand,
Um,
very low budget.
I don't need anything else. Just I'll give you 25
20. All right,
because a horror movie that only costs 20 grand. Is there a capable director?
no.
Okay, I'll give you
first-timer.
I'll give you 75. Get a credible director,
All right,
and we'll make our money back and then some.
Okay, perfect. So sold on that.
All right.
Why did that was the worst movie title? All right. So, there's this thing called ChatGPT, right?
What is that?
It's like an AI, an algorithm kind of thing. So this is kind of, you ever seen the movie Meg?
Yeah,
Not Meg. Megan.
Megan.
Meg's the shark one.
Yeah. Well, yeah. As you know, our studio produced it. I never watched it, but I made a lot of money on it.
Yeah. And the second one, which was trash too. So this is kind of a spin-off of that. What you don't know is what happens at the end of Megan 2, which I don't know either, so I'm making this up.
You're making it up.
Megan escapes, leaves, and she has a child.
Oh gosh.
And
How did she get pregnant? How did she? She's a robot.
We'll figure it out later. So
Is Johnny Five a little frisky or what?
Johnny, keep showing our age over here. Oh man, I haven't thought about that movie forever. This movie is called The Algorithm's Daughter, and it changes just like the first Megan was a horror movie, and then it turned into some espionage crap like the Cars and Cars 2 did. This one turns into a family movie about being a different kind of family. Think like Addams Family, but now they're all AI robots. But this one stars a teenage girl, the algorithm's daughter, and it's a high school comedy, and they're bullying her because she's not a real person. Played by Sydney Sweeney.
I can only buy. Okay, I'm not going to say that now because I sound like a dirty old man. I'm just going to pass on this one. This is kind of treading some uncomfortable post Me Too ground here. We're just going to pass.
All right. Oh man, no. I'm getting like the worst titles, man. That's not even funny. So this is a romantic action comedy. I know
Okay.
you love those. You seem like the type.
They make a shitload of money.
Exactly. And this is going to be. I gotta look up some actors because I always brain fart.
Just because you're old as shit.
This is very true. So, have you ever heard of an actor called Glenn Powell?
I have.
All right, so he's going to be the
He
main.
was in a big Sydney Sweeney movie last year.
He's going to be one of the main stars. There's obviously the male interest and the female interest. So he's a spy.
Okay, you can love it.
Yeah, he's a spy, really good spy. Think James Bond-esque. He's really cool, suave, gets with all the ladies, but he's on a mission.
Uh-huh.
And during this mission, he has to stake out this whole area of a city, this whole town, because there's some weird stuff going on. I think there's a terrorist cell under there, right? He ends up falling in love with one of the terrorist women.
Okay.
And this movie is called Hot Singles in Your Area of Operation. And basically, he falls in love with this terrorist, and he doesn't know what to do. Does he be the spy, save his country, or does he fall in love with this woman?
It's important to what kind of terrorist is this? Because terrorism, we got to tread lightly nowadays. We're not talking like religious terrorist or domestic terrorist, or can it be an eco-terrorist? Something.
It's going to be
Okay.
an eco-terrorist.
Okay, good.
And they're going to be played by Margot Robbie.
Okay, love it.
All right. She's obviously going to play an Asian lady. I'm just kidding. No, she's going to play herself. And
Play herself, the actor.
yes, actually, you're right. How do you know the plot twist? She is actually Margot Robbie. She's been an eco-terrorist this whole time. Those Australians are crazy.
I know.
So that's the movie. It's got a lot of action, got a lot of heart, a lot of comedy in it. Two very good-looking people in the role.
I got to tell you, I love this, but I can't buy it. I just bought, Freddie, right? From your rival studio.
Oh yeah, sure. I thought
I
his
just
name was
bought.
Frank.
Yeah, I just bought. Frank, hell of a guy. I just bought a movie from him the other day with almost the same exact storyline and a little different action comedy with the star Colin Farrell and Anne Hathaway.
Oh, okay.
So I don't have room in my release unless you're willing to push it out a few
We'll
years.
push it out a couple years.
Okay.
Yeah. I need the money.
How much is it going to cost? To
I'll add a
produce?
new scene for Glenn Powell.
How much is it going to cost to produce?
Well, there's going to be great action, and we're going to try to do as realistic as possible. Not that much CGI, just normal.
Oh, pass then. Pass.
The explosions will be real, and the blood.
People come to movies expecting CGI. Have you heard that?
No, is that a thing?
That's like I forget which movie was it, but they were talking about a direct. I probably heard it on Final Guys or something, but a director was like, "Oh, that they wanted." It was for the remake of The Thing in 2011 or whatever. They had this really cool like non CGI like monster, and then like they paid all this money to do it, and it looked really cool. But then the head of the studio was like, "Oh no."
The head of the studio sucks.
Yeah, they're like, oh, we expect our audience, or they expect CGI when they come in. Like, fuck you.
Anyways, back to role playing. So, are you or are you not buying this?
Shit, I'll buy it. Whatever.
Heck yeah, that's right. So, this title sounds like it's a sequel, but it's not.
Okay.
It's just the title sounds like it. So, this old man is a retired CIA agent.
Okay.
And he's living in a retirement home when all of a sudden he stumbles upon some sort of weird conspiracy theory that the government is doing. And he decides he's going to take it up in his own hands. You ever seen the movie Nobody?
Yes.
All right. So it's kind of like that kind of character, but he's even older. He's in his 80s. Think Harrison Ford in the recent Indiana Jones movie. He's old. So he takes it on his own because no one believes him. Everyone thinks he's senile. Everyone thinks he's on medication. So he takes it on his own to get this conspiracy proven real, fight the bad guys, stop what's going on. This is called Grandpa Reloaded.
Who's going to star? That's the big...
This is going to star the great Morgan Freeman as the lead.
I got to say, I've been doing this for 37 years, almost as much as that my rival across town. I've never heard a better pitch than this. How much money do you want? Not even need. How much do you want?
We're going to go with $25 million for this one.
I don't have $25 million. I'll give you 6.
All right. Most of that's going to go to Morgan Freeman, but it might be worth it.
He owes me one. Don't ask. Late night bowling alley.
Oh, man. My last couple ones seem like ChatGPT was just like, let's go on a theme here. So this next movie is going to be, this is going to be an award-worthy action movie. It's going to be like...
Children of Men.
Yeah, Children of Men style. And you know what? I take that back. It's not going to be an award-winning one. This is actually going to be more
Good,
of a...
because I like money.
This is going to be more of a teen action comedy, a little bit of heart in it, and a good message. It's a man that is he's autistic. All right?
Okay.
So there's where the award can come in, depending on who the actor is. So he's a young man, late high school, early college years, and he needs to hire somebody as protection because people are trying to kill him for some reason.
Okay.
He doesn't know why. He's trying to figure that out.
And you can't.
So one day he takes his dog with him, and he tries to take a plane to escape. And they said, "Sorry, sir, that dog can't go on.
Okay.
He's not a service animal,
Oh, no.
so wasn't allowed on there. So he had to stay in the cargo thing. He didn't want to leave him there, so he trains the dog to not only be a support animal for him, but also to protect him and attack the people coming after him. This is called the emotional support hitman. And it's the dog.
So I thought he wasn't a support animal.
No, he trains them, gets the license to be a support animal, but he also trains them to be a hitman to protect them.
Why did they put him in the cargo then?
What?
Did you say they put him in the cargo area?
Yeah, because you can't have your pet on unless it's a support animal.
But he is a support animal, right?
Afterwards.
Oh,
When
becomes.
he gets denied, he trains them to be a support animal.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha.
And to protect them.
Can we get Airbud?
Yeah, we can get Airbud. Yeah.
He's still alive, right, from the first one?
I mean, it's 2025. We got clones.
No, it has to be the original.
You wouldn't know the difference. Pass or buy. This could be animated if you want.
Yeah, let's do it as an animated.
All right. All right.
Hard NC-17 animated dog killing people movie.
Dog killing people. All right. Sold.
All right.
All right. Who's going to voice the dog? Who do you want to voice it? We'll get them for you.
Bert Kreischer.
All right. Bert Kreischer. All right. Got it. Dude, these are the worst titles that I got. I don't.
It was pretty bad today. Normally,
Oh,
it goes
man.
a little bit better.
So, anyways, it's spooky season, and since apparently, as we were told,
Sorry?
as we were told last year, we can no longer trick or treat. We've been about 20 years too late or too old. You're a big horror guy.
Yeah.
I'm not so much. We also are very much like I like all movies. Like I discussed at the beginning of this. I do know that modern movies do have their faults. I mean, old movies have their faults too. But I want to bring up, just for our Halloween little segment here, what do you think is better, older horror movies or the modern horror movie?
I have an answer that maybe is not satisfying. I think they're equal.
Something your wife probably says often about you not being satisfied.
That's true. So the older ones get the nod because they were just like awesome. Like they were so original, so in your face, so brash, like didn't give a shit. The new ones, and they were like really high quality and original. The new ones, especially within the last like 10 years with the whole like elevated horror thing. And not that I'm not a big fan of like super snooty, like artistic horror movies. I think those kind of suck. But like, as I mentioned earlier, like horror is the one genre that kind of kept its soul. And so if you're grading on that curve, I think it's so much better than the other stuff that's coming out of like the movie industry that like on average, that it equals the other stuff if you grade them on a curve, basically. So the old stuff is just awesome on its own merit. The new stuff, there's a lot of awesome new stuff, like Weapons, Barbarian, and not just, Kreger movies, but there's a lot of awesome stuff. I saw this movie called Bliss. It's like a lower budget movie. It was so cool. Like it was such an engrossing movie. But there's like a bunch of like the whole elevated genre idea. It's just been awesome. Did you ever watch the movie Overlord?
Yes, the Nazi.
Yeah, that's a big budget like war horror movie. The movie was awesome too.
It was all right.
I liked it a lot. So my answer is kind of like not really the most like I'm just kind of going down the middle. I think they're pretty much equal, honestly.
So my thing, I think it depends on the type of horror movie to me. I very much, when it comes to horror, love the old slashers like Halloween, Friday the 13th, Scream, I Know What You Did Last Summer, those things. I was raised on those. Nowadays, I think they do focus more on demonic and paranormal stuff. And that's like kind of the big thing right now. And they are a lot of them are crafted really well, even if I don't like them, like Hereditary. I know people hate me for saying this, but Hereditary is like trash to me. I think it's so boring. It's so like trying so hard to be artsy for a horror movie. That's, I think, a huge problem with horror movies right now. And back in the day, it took a lot. I'm not saying it doesn't take skill, but I feel like there was a lot more of a hill to get over with horror movies because they were very low budget and they had to overcome a lot of obstacles to create these things. And nowadays, slasher flicks kind of suck, or they just don't make them anymore.
Yeah.
The last one I remember seeing was the what was that Valentine's Day one?
Hard Eyes,
Hard Eyes, which I actually enjoyed. I thought it was funny, and it was pretty decent. But even the sequels, the newer sequels for Scream are kind of decent, but they don't hold up as well as the original ones. And so for that, I think older is better because I definitely lean more for those slasher flicks than anything else. And I know you like slasher flicks too, but you also just like horror in general.
Yeah.
So. But nowadays, like when you think slasher type of movies, the closest I can think of that's popular right now is Terrifier. And again, that leans into
those movies are just trash.
And yeah, I mean, I've only seen clips and heard about it. I'm not into that. Like, I think
not at all.
I think it takes a certain kind of person who likes those kind of movies. I don't like
check their hard drives.
I don't like violent, gory movie. I check their hard drives exactly. I don't like them where they seem so evil,
like mean spirited.
Yeah,
it's just like. It's
like,
just shock value for shock value's sake.
Like
it's
again,
nothing.
Halloween, for example, is one of my favorite from 1978. Halloween, it's like my all-time favorite horror movie. Like, yeah, sure, it's evil. He's murdering people. I get that, but there's this like the horror of that is how realistic it felt. Like it could be anybody in that mask killing people. Same with Scream or I Know What You Did Last Summer. Like those movies, I like those because there is like an element of reality to it.
Yeah.
And that's what brings the fear more than the actual like brutal violence of it. And then like Terrifier is just like the character is disgusting. I think
it's trashy. Like there's no way around it. Like, and that's like a lot of people are like, oh, I like that movie. It doesn't mean that you're a trashy person. It just means you like something that I think is trashy. I think it's like
they're evil.
Gore. It needs to be played like you can play it for comedy. That's cool. You can play it for like. In like an intense scene that means something, but just to do it out of mean-spiritedness is like
for shock value.
Yeah, it's like honestly, it feels cheaper than like Hostel, like we were talking about earlier.
Yeah,
like it feels cheaper than that because that whole thing about at least that movie and Saw is like that had more weight and more impact because they were like and Saw they're trying to get out of the traps.
Saw gradually became that though, where now people are showing up just for the violence and for the gore. And that's what I don't like about a lot of horror movies nowadays. Like, there's definitely like different fans for horror nowadays. Like, there are the people that like Terrifier, the people that like Hereditary or whatever. But there's just some sick like movies out there nowadays, and I'm sure there was back in the day. But
yeah,
but there is such a like skill and artistic value to the older movies. I think that don't like happen anymore. And I mean, I like The Lighthouse, which is apparently a horror movie. I don't really think it is.
It's not a horror movie at all.
No. I like it. It's artsy, but I think it's funny. But there's stuff like that nowadays that people are trying so hard to do to stick to that kind of artsy stuff. And they're beautiful, well-crafted. I just don't think, to me, those aren't like stuff I want to watch anymore. So I'm going to toss this up to old just because personally I like slasher flicks and they don't make those as well as they used to.
I don't think you can go wrong with saying that answer. Like that's like the safe answer, and it's probably the right answer. But
yeah, and I know a lot of people nowadays really think, and I know you do too. You think horror is holding things together now in Hollywood, but they're also always over. I mean, I know this was a thing back in the day too, like Exorcist being the scariest thing, but to me, it's like every horror movie that comes out nowadays, it was the scariest movie. Like Longlegs. It's the scariest movie you'll ever see. And then we watched it together, and I'm just like,
It's tense, but...
And the reason I was so excited for Longlegs was because of like, this feels like an old horror movie, like a creepy, like killer kind of guy. And then the reason I don't like that movie is they do that whole like 180 and turn it into like demonic stuff again. And that's the problem with horror movies nowadays. They can't just do a simple, there's just a killer killing people.
Well, the thing is like... That's kind of a subgenre in horror. It's like, is it supernatural? Is it not? And you're guessing till the end. I like those, and I like when they go either way. But to me, where Longlegs failed was the fact that
I do like Longlegs though, right?
It was decent. The areas where it failed is it was like the style was horrible. Like the sound, they played cheap tricks with the sound. Where like the jump scares wasn't like a pot that fell and made a noise. It was an external sound that just came from the producer making the sound.
Which is an issue with most movies because his other movie, The
Stinger.
Monkey, did that too.
Yeah.
Really badly.
And it was like, I'm not joking, it was like 5 times too loud.
Yeah.
And it was
And
just
that's not us being turn it down, we're old.
right. It was just like it was not good.
Yeah, it was really, really, really
It really
loud.
took away from the movie. Other than that, it was decent, but yeah.
Yeah, I didn't like it because it did do that turn. It's like people they're trying so hard to add this whole like, and I don't have anything about an issue with supernatural movies. Like I actually like the original Conjuring movie. Insidious to me is one of the scariest movies in the past, like whatever, how long that's been, like 20 years or something like that. Dang, has it been about that long? Probably like 15. I don't know.
15 probably.
That's wild. Like I like Insidious a lot, and I like The Conjuring, but to me, it's like nowadays that's all horror movies are trying to be now is the supernatural stuff or the really artsy stuff. And I'm not saying it's all bad, obviously, but I would prefer them to make more movies like the first half of Longlegs.
Yeah, the thing is Hollywood and has always been monkey see, monkey do. So with Insidious and Sinister and the Conjuring movies and like The Nun and all those movies, like they made so much money that they're just like, well, it's just everyone likes us now. Let's just make all this money. Do you see how much money they paid for The Exorcist rights? They paid like hundreds of millions of dollars for that.
I didn't even see that, the newest one. I heard
It
so
was awful. It was like it's not watchable.
bad. Didn't look good. What would you say is the best modern horror movie of all time in the past 15 years?
My answer is Barbarian. I love that movie. Maybe a close runner-up, which is it's a controversial pick, is I love the movie Dashcam. I absolutely love that movie, but I can see where most people wouldn't like it.
So bad.
So my official answer is I love Barbarian. I think it's awesome.
What do you think is the best horror movie, classic horror movie, like think 70s to mid 90s? I know that's a long period of time, but
Are you saying best or my favorite?
your favorite?
Probably
Showgirls?
Showgirls. I would say either Dream Warriors or Friday the 13th Part 6. One of those two. Have you ever seen Dream Warriors?
What's it about?
It's the Freddy Part 3 where
Oh, okay. No, I think I've only seen the first.
it's
or
awesome. You skip the second one's horrible. 1 and 3 are really good. 3's where it's like all the kids in the mental asylum and he's like coming after them.
Yeah.
It's like the first like more comedic version, I guess. But it's like it's really good. Probably I'd say probably Friday the 13th Part 6. That's the one where they went full off the rails. Jason gets reanimated by a lightning strike at the very beginning, and it's just like balls of the wall awesome.
So terrible.
It's in a good way though.
What was I gonna say? Going back to how they make things new and like they're very more like they're trying to do like twisty stuff. There was what was the movie I'm thinking? I literally just had it in my head, but you know my oldness. Okay, go on with what you're saying. I'll remember what I was gonna say.
No, it's just about my favorite movie or
Oh, you know that's what I was gonna say. That's what I was thinking about. You know the new like the trilogy, the new Halloween trilogy that they had. Mm-hmm. Like the first one was actually really good. I thought it was. I don't know if you ever watched it or not. But this is is the problem with what they're doing with modern movies. The third one, which was absolutely like one of the worst movies I've seen in like the past couple of years, they focused on some other guy being the killer.
Yeah, I heard that.
And that's the problem is that they're nowadays with horror movies in general, but horror is really bad. Is they're trying to make like this extra like thing happen in it. Like there's always like some sort of twist. They can't just be so straightforward.
I think you almost need somewhat of a twist, but not like a full major arc. It could be something small.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it's kind of annoying. To me, twists need to be earned and they need to be like good. If it's just like cobbled together and thrown in there, it's not. It just makes the movie worse.
Yeah, I love that first Halloween movie though.
It was all right. I don't like the original that much. I think it's like one of the most overrated movies of all time.
You're wild.
I
so
think
good.
I think it's okay. Like it's okay.
You sound like my wife after we watched the Jaws
After
50th
sex?
anniversary. No, we went and saw the 50th anniversary of Jaws, and I don't think she's either seen the movie or she hasn't seen it for like I don't know ever. And she left, and I was like, "What did you think?" She goes, "I didn't like it." It's boring.
It's a 70s movie. 70s movies are notoriously slow.
Yeah.
Someone
It's-
who's not from them, who is not used to them, like we're kind of on the borderline, especially me. So like those movies were on TV in the early 80s and late 80s. So I saw a lot of them.
But there's also people like me, well, you too, but when it compares to my wife, where we like it for what it's done for movies and the
Yes.
technical aspect of back then. And
I think it's just a good movie. I
it
think
is.
It's
It's
fantastic.
a really good movie. I haven't seen the second one, but I recently heard the second one's actually not that bad.
It's not. Part 3 is.
It is.
Part 4 is. Have you heard about Part 4?
I've seen clips of 3 and 4 and heard they're terrible.
So, Part 4 is like the.
Is it the one with Dennis Quaid? Is
Uh,
he in it?
no, it's Michael Caine.
Oh, yeah.
Michael Caine plays like this like elderly bachelor guy who's like trying to get with the mom or the wife from the first movie because Roy Schneider's character dies. The shark it's called Jaws for the Revenge.
Jars. Oh, no.
Jaws for the Revenge. The shark follows them down to like in the Bermuda or something like that, and to get revenge by killing the family members. And he has a psychic link to the family because he killed their dad shark. That's like the story of the movie.
I didn't know what the plot was for that movie. I just heard that they were both pretty bad, 3 and 4.
3 is just schlock, but 4 is like off the chain ridiculous.
You know what's crazy? Actually, talking about Jaws, that's a great example of new versus old.
Yeah.
Is how great of a shark movie Jaws is. And then you look at, there's been so many freaking shark movies since then. And they've just never been, like Deep Blue Sea, I think, might have been decent. I haven't seen that in years. But other than that, like, I haven't seen a good shark movie. And Meg 2 are all like Sci-Fi Channel levels bad.
You know what
It's
the similar to that is werewolf movies. There's 1 or 2 good shark movies and there's 1 or 2 good werewolf movies.
What was that werewolf movie I watched on our last podcast
yeah.
where I told you I couldn't get through it because they had so many like strobe effects that I swear I was gonna have a seizure.
Like had Frank Grillo in it.
Yeah,
I don't remember what it's called.
I
but
think it might have just been called Werewolves, wasn't it?
maybe I don't know.
It was literally like what's that other movie Frank Grillo's in? The one where they shut down the country and everyone can kill each other.
Oh, The Purge.
Yeah, it's literally The Purge with werewolves. It's so bad, dude.
Sounds awesome to me.
Oh man. Anyways, yeah. I mean, I couldn't tell you what modern horror movie I think is the best. I would actually,
Really?
people wouldn't agree with me. I would probably actually say Insidious because to me, that movie like stuck with me since I've seen it.
Yeah, it was a good movie. I remember it. I remember it was pretty good.
And then to me, the old one is Halloween 1978.
Funny story about Insidious. Our mutual friend Thomas.
Yeah.
We worked at the movie theater, and we used to have to screen movies to make sure that because back then it was on film, again showing our age, you have to splice them together, put them together physically, and you have to screen them to make sure they were fit for the public. So
Unlike us, we're definitely not fit for the public.
right. So a couple of us managers were watching it, Thomas and my other couple friends, and like it's like we all knew this movie was gonna be like pretty intense, right? And then like the opening credits happen, and then Tom's like, "Okay, the movie's over. We can go, right, guys?" I don't know, it's just
The
funny.
soundtrack to that movie is so good.
Yeah,
It's so good. Anyways, so speaking of, we're comparing old versus new horror movie edition over here. We want to do something every episode since, we are old dudes, where we highlight a movie that maybe you guys, listeners, haven't seen, or ones you have seen, or just older movies that I think deserve the attention and that you think deserve attention. So this is, they don't make them like they used to.
so this is one of Tyler's favorite movies. I think this
100%.
is his favorite action movie.
It is.
So I had watched
Charlie's Angels.
Charlie's Angels remixed or whatever, part 2. So I watched it 10 years ago, and then I rewatched it with my family, well, my kids and my wife. And this movie is so outrageous. It's hard boiled. It's a Hong Kong action movie. John Woo came out in 1992. Is it Chow Yun-fat that's the star?
Yeah.
He's one. There's two main stars.
Detective Tequila.
This is just like a crime story. You think the story is good. I think the story is like not good at all. But to me, it's not good in a good way, if that makes sense. Like, it's just like, who gives a shit? Let's see the action. There's a bunch of parts that just like are so dumb, but it's all dumb in the right way. Like, it's all good. Like, there's so many squibs. There's like so much fighting and lots of like long shootouts.
Could you please explain what squibs are for our younger audience?
Well, you see, when a man and a woman like each other. No, squibs are the like the little minor miniature, like basically explosives that have the blood capsules and they're remote detonated. So like if I'm like shooting, pow pow, like, and the guy who's getting shot, it'll
Great sound effect.
somebody and the crew will hit the button and it'll explode as he's doing it.
Yes,
Which when you get shot,
rarely happens anymore nowadays. CGI blood is wild.
yeah, it doesn't make sense though, because when you're shot, the spray happens when it comes out.
Yeah.
But anyways, fun fact, fun trivia. Can you answer this question? What's the movie that, as of, maybe it's different now, but as of 10, 15 years ago, had the most squibs used? Do you know?
Django Unchained.
Nope. The Wild Bunch.
I don't even know what that is. Sounds familiar.
It's a 70s like epic Western about, it's kind of like Magnificent Seven and like Dirty Dozen style of like this crew of misfits who they literally take on the Mexican like division of soldiers, and there's like this horrible like massive shootout at the
From
end.
1969?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Anyways,
Back to Hard Boiled.
back to Hard Boiled. So Hard Boiled is like a nonstop balls of the wall, like unforgiving, fun movie. It's so fun. The end scene is like 30 minutes long of a shootout in a hospital, and people are just getting smoked left and right. There's this like really famous.
All why Chow Yun Fat's character is carrying a baby in his hands.
Yeah, if you love practical shots, like high technicality fun, like they know what they're here for. They're not trying to be. There's a little bit of like, oh, but that's not really them. Like trying to be over stylized. That's just like the style of Hong Kong action movies. So it's not like they were trying to be. They were doing their own thing. So I give them no penalties for that. But this movie's just balls to the wall fun, and it's ridiculous. It's good. It's bad in all the right ways, and it's good in all the right ways. I highly recommend it.
It's just good.
It's not my favorite action movie. It's not my favorite even John Woo movie. I like Hard Target better. I don't care.
Bad take.
No. People can say that. I like American style movies better, and it's the American style of that movie, and it has a better star, Van Damme.
Debatable on that one.
No, it's not. It's not.
Dude,
Sorry.
Hard Boiled is so good. The 4K version finally is being released next month, and I'm going to buy it. But I 100% disagree that the story is bad in a good way. I think it's good for that kind of movie, for an action movie from the 80s. It's really good. I think it's a good like police action drama.
I think you need to rewatch it.
I probably do, but I've seen it like 60 times.
It's really ridiculous.
No, I think it's a great. Do you think it's ridiculous for the era though? Maybe because I know a lot of movies were just kind of ridiculous for the era.
I didn't watch a lot of the Hong Kong movies from that era, but compared to like an American like action movie of the era, it's like 25% more over the top, which is quite a bit.
Crazy
because those movies were insane. Like
I think the action is definitely like the visuals are way more over the top, like the squib work, and then like he shoots a box and the box just shreds into pieces. Like it's wild and crazy. Like if a bullet hits something metal, it sparks like it's a freaking fireworks show at the 4th of July. That's to me what makes the movie fun and entertaining. I think the story kind of like, it's not grounded obviously, but I think it works so well with that movie, keeping it like leveled. I don't know. It's great.
Watch it again, buddy.
You're wild. So the movie I want to highlight just had a sequel after, I don't know, let's see.
Baby's Day Out 2.
1984, so almost 30 years, right? 31 years. So this is Spinal Tap, which came out in 1984, directed by Rob Reiner. And it's a mockumentary type of film, if you know what that is. It's kind of like The Office or Parks and Rec style, where it's a documentary, but it's fake. And it follows a English band called Spinal Tap, and it basically chronicles like their tour that they're going on, and it's just like a disaster the whole entire time.
Yeah.
And this movie, I think, it's not like a movie that's gone under the radar. It's a pretty big movie, but I feel like a lot of people forget about it, or people that are even our age or younger don't even know what it is.
It's a beloved movie, but yeah, it is kind of forgettable.
Yeah,
and not in a bad way.
Yeah, not in a bad way. It's just like people don't really know about it, and I think maybe a lot of it too is the subject matter might not draw a lot of people's attention in. Like, who wants to watch a fake documentary about a hair metal band from England? But
this is pre-Office, so not everyone was like.
Yeah,
this genre wasn't.
This
like
is
that
probably
big.
like a reason The Office exists.
Oh
is it?
Certainly.
And anyways, Rob Reiner, the director, he's done a lot of other stuff. He plays a character, Marty DeBert, I think. Right? Let me look it up. I think that's the name of the character. Yeah, Marty DeBurgi is the name of the character, and he's the director of the Spinal Tap movie, and he's narrating it and interviewing the characters and stuff. So he plays a role in it as well, and it's just funny. There's a very iconic scene that maybe a lot of people know about, and that's when the guitar player is talking to him about his amp. Most guitar amps go up to 10, but his goes up to 11.
Yeah,
it goes one notch louder, and he's like so happy and proud about like that his amp does that. And the interviewer is just like, "Why don't you just make 10 louder?" And then like there's like a pause, and he goes, "It goes to 11."
It goes to 11, yeah.
And it's so funny, and
it's a big thing in pop culture.
Yeah, it is. There's a lot of moments like that. It doesn't really star anyone that's like really big nowadays. You might recognize like Ed Begley Jr., who was in it. Fran Dresser, the nanny. You got Christopher Guest and Michael McKean, who's probably more known now for modern people for, I think he played the brother in Better Call Saul. I think he was his brother. I've only watched the first season of that. It's just it's just a fun movie. The sequel came out last month after 30 years, and it's basically, the sequel is they're going on their final tour. Like they're reuniting again after breaking up, going together, and once again it just kind of falls apart. And it was pretty good, not nearly as good as the first one, but I definitely recommend, if you haven't seen This Is Spinal Tap, check it out. The cast is good because they actually play the music. They're all very, very talented.
Yeah.
They're not a real band, but they're a real band. They actually have gone on tour before. It's just fun. If you like that style too, mockumentary style, check it out. If you love The Office, watch it. It's really good.
I saw it once a long time ago, and I liked it, like 25 years ago probably.
I just bought the 4K Criterion Collection. You should borrow it so you can rewatch it. I haven't rewatched it in 15, 20 years, so I need to actually watch that too.
Yeah.
So those are our highlights. I definitely recommend checking out both of those movies. Hard Boiled is it's a great action movie. This Is Spinal Tap is such a unique and fun movie. And then if you like it, watch the second one.
Yeah.
For sure. It didn't last long in theaters because, again, I think a lot of people, it's just kind of a movie that fell off after years. So a lot of people weren't looking forward to it because they didn't know about it.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna check it out when it gets streaming.
Yeah. So we usually do a segment at the beginning, but I moved it towards the back, where we talk about stuff that we've watched recently before this episode. And since it's been a while since we've done an episode, we have a lot of movies, but we're going to narrow it down to a couple of them. Do you want to start us off about some movies that you've recently watched, what you think about it, if you'd recommend it?
Yeah. So right before he came over this morning, I watched two movies, but this is the first one. I watched a movie called Psycho Goreman.
All right.
This is I think it's a Shudder original. It's like this horror, sci-fi, dark comedy. It's the best way I can explain it. It's like a 90s fever dream, like demented Power Ranger episode. It's a fish out of water story where the fish in this case is this like intergalactic like demon lord who like conquers planets and like slaughters all life on the planets.
That was actually your nickname in high school.
That's true. He gets imprisoned in this thing or whatever. The backstory doesn't really matter. And these brother and sister find him and they gain control of him. So it's this whole thing where they're teaching him how to be like, like these are the rules of the planet. You can't go around. It's like very Terminator 2-esque in that respect, where they're teaching him like the rules of society. All he wants to do is like literally like kill everybody, including them. This movie's pretty cool because there's like tons of practical suits. There's, it's like they didn't have the biggest budgets. They don't look like the best, but they look pretty good. And there's a bunch of different characters that are like these different aliens, and they all have these like unique suits and unique personalities. And it's like very tongue in cheek, like Family Guy-esque, where they have like they intermingle like weird science fiction stuff with like modern day sensibility comedy, I guess.
And this just came out, what, 2020?
2020. And it's just like a fun movie. If you like kind of like weird out there movies that have like a dark sense of humor, I highly recommend this. It was a very fun time.
I had the trailer quietly playing while you were talking about it, and it literally does look like a Power Rangers
Yeah.
show.
And there's a lot of like Family Guy-esque humor where like it's like the juxtaposition of like this weird like creature or something thrown into like everyday life. It's a fun time. I had heard a lot about it, and I watched today. Pretty good. You might actually like it, I think.
It looks pretty bad.
It does, but it's like intentional. I would say
I get what you're saying.
watch the first like 15 minutes and see if you like it.
And it's on Shudder.
Shudder, yeah.
I had Shudder for a free trial, and I mean, again, not a horror guy, so I never continued.
It's worth getting a new free trial just to watch it, because I think there's a 60% chance you'll like it.
We'll see. I watched a movie, a 1980s movie, right up your alley. All those Arnold Schwarzenegger action films. This is right up there with those. This is right up there with Rambo. This is Amadeus, which is about Mozart. So I watched this last night with my wife, but she had to go back to bed because she's pregnant right now, so she was dying sitting on the couch because we didn't know it was almost a 3-hour movie.
Do you know who the dad is?
No, I don't.
Okay.
It's a 2-hour and 40-minute movie. It came out in 1984, directed by Milos Forman, whoever that is.
You don't know who Milo Swarman is?
I have like 30 minutes left of it, but out of a 2-hour and 40-minute movie, I know if I like it or not.
So you haven't got to the part with the aliens yet?
No, not yet.
Okay.
So I actually really like this. I bought this because I kept hearing how good this movie was, and I like music, and I like music-based movies, and I'm surprised I've never seen this. I hear nothing but great things about it. It's really, really good. I don't know if you like these kind of movies.
Okay.
What's weird about it though is it's a drama, but there is this element of comedy to it. And the person playing Mozart, who is Tom Hulce, who I have no idea who that is. I've never seen him before. He kind of plays a character. Imagine, this is going to probably either turn you off or on this, but it works so well. Imagine a character like Pauly Shore plays Mozart.
That's crazy.
In a like historical period piece that's taken seriously. So it's just weird because he's like the rock star of the time, Mozart.
Well, right, yeah.
So it's kind of like very like, he's like perverted in a way. He's just childish, and the movie actually takes place from another character's point of view. I'm gonna say his name. I've written down here. Salieri. He was another like composer, and he's played by F. Murray Abraham.
Oh yeah.
Which he won, I think, Oscars for this. He's really good in this movie. They both are. So it's basically it takes place in 18th century Vienna, and Salieri's character like loses his mind over Mozart, and he kind of gets jealous of him because he's like so childish and he's like this rock star, and Murray Abraham's character is very like serious and stuff, and it's just a really good movie. Like it's really fun. It does slow down towards the end a little bit, but it's just I think you should give it a chance. It's a little long, but it's really cool to see how they made movies. What's crazy, it's a movie from 1984 and it doesn't feel like it was from that era. But the costume design and the set design, like the set is like amazing.
Yeah.
Like it's grand. The costumes are grand. And it's just fun. It's really weird. I turned to my wife and she's like, I'm so uncomfortable right now. And I'm like, yeah, but are you liking the movie? And she's like, yeah. And I'm like, doesn't it seem like freaking Pauly Shore could be playing Mozart right now? It's like so weird, but it like works so well.
Yeah.
Like he has this ridiculous laugh. He's just, I don't know, it's worth it. I could see why people love it. People consider it's like one of the greatest movies ever made.
I've heard a lot about it as far as being great, and I would just like to point out that you're like, oh, watch this like historically like movie recognized as being fantastic. I'm over here talking about Psycho Gorman. I should tell you all you need to know about our movie sensibilities.
Yeah. It's good. It's an Oscar movie, obviously, but
did it win? Do you remember?
Yeah, I have it written down here. It won Best Picture, and Best Actor, which was Murray Abrams who got it.
Cool.
Yeah, worth it. I'll let you borrow it once I finish the next 30 minutes.
I'll totally watch that as long as Psycho Gorman 2 doesn't come
I mean,
out.
if aliens do happen come down at the end, then I might change my mind on
Yeah.
this movie. And what's your next one?
So this is a movie that's kind of hard to explain without, because there's a lot of twists in it.
Psycho Gorman 2?
No. It's called I See You. Now there's different. There's a movie with Sylvester Stallone where about a serial killer. This is not that movie. I heard that one's pretty decent too. This one stars Helen Hunt and nobody else that I really recognized. It's this weird movie. It's one of the things where you don't know, is it supernatural or is it something else that's going on? And this is one of the best like execution of different twists and different genre mashings I've ever seen. The movie itself is like a solid, like hard B+, A-. This doesn't really give anything away. Halfway through the movie, it just turns into a found footage movie for like 30 minutes.
All right.
It's so you will actually like this movie. It's kind of like the quality kind of seems kind of weird. Like it almost seems kind of like a slightly lesser than a real movie, but it's not bad. It's just weird, a little weird. And there's a part that happens in the movie that even the director said, yeah, we kind of had to cheat this part to hide something, but it doesn't feel cheap. It's kind of cheap, but that part where they cheated, but the whole movie, you will like this movie. I guarantee it's a mystery horror movie. Very good. Like there's a couple of twists that you might see it coming. I didn't see it coming. But it's just, I want to say more, but I don't want to ruin it.
All right.
Like there's a lot of characters you see differently basically as the movie unfolds.
So do you recommend other people besides me to watch it?
Yes. If you like horror mystery movies, this is like fantastic. It's a great movie. It came out in 2019. I think I said Helen Hunt. The dad looks like Mark Ruffalo, but it's not Mark Ruffalo. The guy who plays the dad in the movie.
Is that his name, not Mark Ruffalo?
Yeah, not Mark Ruffalo.
That reminds me of those honest trailers things where they do the cast at the end and they give them names. I could see that. Not Mark Ruffalo.
John Tenney.
I'm looking at his picture on your phone. That I can kind of
He
see
was
what you're
in-
saying.
He looks more like him in the movie. He's just in a bunch of small stuff. But anyways, it's called I See You. I think I watched it for free on streaming on Amazon or something recently.
All right.
Highly recommend. You will like this movie.
All right. I'll take a look. I'll try to watch it. I have I'm so glad I get to talk about this. I didn't think I would because we stopped our podcast while I watched it. Friendship with Tim Robinson and a little-known actor called Paul Rudd.
Never heard of him.
I think this movie is so freaking hilarious. It's a funny, like, weird, awkward comedy. If you know Tim Robinson, you know Detroiters, and I Think You Should Leave, you know the type of humor that's going to be.
Yeah.
You watch this too, right? So basically what it's about, it's his dad named Craig, and he's just kind of like, he meets his new neighbor who's Paul Rudd, and he becomes friends with him and kind of obsesses over him in a weird way.
Yeah.
And it just kind of like his life just goes downhill, and it's Tim Robinson being Tim Robinson's character just going downhill. And there's like a couple scenes in there that just like sold the movie. Like these scenes alone are the reasons why I love this movie. And it happens in the same scene, but he goes to get high from licking a toad, Tim Robinson's character, and the guy who's giving him the toad, he's like laying down in this like storage room of like a cell phone company, if I remember.
Store, yeah.
And the cell phone employee is the one who's getting him high. So he gets the toad out. Tim Robinson's like laying on the floor, and he hands him the toad, and he's like holding it in his hands. And Tim Robinson just goes, "Hey, you're gonna pop it!" It's just the way he says it. It's so funny. But then he ends up like licking it and then getting high, and he drifts off. And like the scene, like he's looking up at the ceiling, and then the way it works, like the ceiling, he moves down, and the ceiling like changes into like a subway. Like he's at a subway
So
now.
random.
And he's just like really like he's high, he's tripping out. He's at Subway. He goes to order a sandwich. The person working behind the counter is Paul Rudd, and basically the whole time Paul Rudd's character is like, "Oh, you want your normal order, or whatever," and they're doing his order, and then like once he's done with the order, the scene goes back to him laying on the floor, and he's just like, "Wait, that's it?" And he's like, "You ripped me off!" Like this whole time, all these this time passed, and all it was him ordering a sandwich from Subway, and it just killed me. And there's just something about that humor. I recommend it, but it's not going to be for everyone.
It's not. It's weird because it's like it's got this weird foreboding about it, but nothing bad really happens.
Yeah.
Like the lighting is really dark.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like a comedy. It feels like an A24 movie.
Yeah, it's like the way they shot it, the angles, the lighting, maybe I don't know if there's any Dutch angles, but it's like it's really makes you feel uneasy.
Yeah,
but
it's
like
a dark comedy for sure. You could easily think it was a drama. If you were playing it at first.
Nothing really bad happens. It's such a weird movie, but I enjoyed it.
It's so funny.
I don't really know how to explain it.
It's very hard to explain. And the only way is if you've seen it, I think you should leave. Just imagine it being a 2-hour skit.
Yeah.
That actually works. So
yeah,
it's so good.
I liked it quite a bit. So was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday I watched Stir of Echoes. Have you ever seen this?
I haven't, but I know of it.
It's basically came out in 1999, the same year as The Sixth Sense. And I don't know which one came out first. I couldn't even tell you. But this is one of those examples of where studios will have similar scripts and they'll put them out like really close to each other, and we don't know which one came out, which one was written first or whatever, blah, blah, blah. But it stars Kevin Bacon, and he's like this family man, and he's kind of like, bored with life, kind of a midlife crisis thing. And his sister-in-law at this party hypnotizes him, and she doesn't really know what she's doing. She kind of messes up, and all of a sudden he's able to see, like, his ability to see like things in the spirit realm kind of open up. And this whole time his kid is like talking to a ghost.
All right.
So it's got a lot of Sixth Sense vibes going on it. And there's this mystery that's wrapped up, and you can kind of like, I hadn't seen it since it came out. Like I remembered like nothing about it. And as I'm watching it, and as I've watched a lot of these movies, I'm like, oh, this is what happened. And it's not because I remember. It's like because I could see they kind of like foreshadow a lot of it. It's a very solid movie. If you like horror mysteries, it's real solid. It's kind of weird. It has that weird 1990s style of editing, where like it's kind of like a little incoherent, and they kind of like the leaps they ask you to make. They're not hard to make, but like you have to make them, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It's edited kind of weird. If it was edited now, it would probably be a little bit better of a movie with modern sensibilities. But I recommend it. It's pretty fun. There's a scene where he first gets hypnotized. She's explaining to him, like, you're in a dark movie theater. All you can see is a screen. There's a word that's blurred out. You can't see what it is. And then that whole scene is cool. Like, it's him being hypnotized. It's really neat. But yeah, the movie's good. You would probably like it too, but you don't really like those types of movies, I guess. So yeah, I recommend it.
Sounds terrible, like the last two movies you mentioned. I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I'll check out some of these. The last one I want to talk about is Nobody 2. It's probably actually the newest movie I've watched. I don't know if you've seen the first one. I think you have. With Bob Odenkirk, best known for Saul from Better Call Saul. It's a sequel to the second one, which is obviously Nobody 2. That was a stupid thing. Of course, it's a sequel to the second one. Came out like a couple months ago, but it's really fun. It's a really fun movie. It's basically the same character. He's working for like this underground crime thing. I think it wasn't really explained.
Yeah.
But he's like doing jobs for them, and he just wants a vacation. So he goes on vacation with his family finally. But then, like, crap hits the fan, as it would. And it's almost like, think of, like, one of those vacation movies with, what's-his-face, Chevy Chase. But it's an action version of that.
Yeah.
It's really, really fun. I liked it better than the first one. I think it's more fun. It has more comedy in it, and it works really well. It's more 90s action than it is John Wick action. The only downside is there is multiple villains here. There's one villain that leads to another villain, and then the big villain, which is played by Sharon Stone, and she just chews the scenery.
Yeah.
And it's so bad. Like, she's like the worst part of that whole entire movie. Luckily, she doesn't have that much screen time, only like small portions. But it's very, very badly acted on her part, which kind of surprises me because out of all the actors in there, she's the one who's been around the longest, and she's not a bad actress.
I would say she's a good actress.
Yeah.
Like she's a little crazy, but
So I think maybe it was like the choice of the director to just be like, hey, chew the scene, man.
Yeah.
Just do it. Like, it's not a realistic movie, but it's still kind of grounded in a way.
right.
And then you get this villain that like is very Pierce Bronson era James Bond villainy, and she's seen him. It's really bad. But I think if you like the first one, you'll like this one. I know a lot of people like the first one better than this, but I'm the opposite. I think it's really, 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 really fun.
I have a question for you.
Yes.
I've seen a clip of like, I guess there's a part where they get like kicked out of an arcade or something.
Yeah, that's what sets everything off.
Oh, okay. So those guys are. Is that a spoiler alert?
No, it's in the
Are
previous.
they like part of the criminal under? Or
One of
because
them?
they hit his daughter or something like who?
Yeah, they smacked the back of the head. As a dad of girls, I would probably do the same thing. If I remember correctly, one of the kids that his son fights, one of the teenagers in that scene, is the son of one of the bad guys.
Oh, okay.
One of the three bad guys. There's like the bigger fish kind of
It just
situation.
escalates.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, Tom Hanks isn't, not Tom Hanks. What's his son's name? Tom Hanks Jr. is in it. Whatever.
Oh, his son.
What's his name? It's gonna
I
bother me.
can't think of it.
I can't think of it either. The movie's good though. I think it's really fun. I think you would enjoy it. So it's out on streaming right now. So I would recommend it for
I'm gonna
sure.
look this up, Tom.
Yeah, it's
Hanks'
bothering you. It's bothering
son.
me too. It's a stupid easy name too.
Chet Hanks.
Nope.
That's the dirtbag one.
Yeah.
Actor. That's not actor.
Colin Hanks. Huh?
Colin Hanks,
There
there
we
you
go. Just hit me. And
Oh,
that's why
okay.
we make fun of us being old folks.
That's right. And don't you guys forget it either.
So with that said, that is our first episode of I'm Too Old for This Flick, and hopefully, we get those bugs out and be less.
I was gonna say, judging
Terrible.
by the difficulties we had, maybe our last
We had a lot of difficulties during this episode.
health issues.
Health issues.
Literally each one of us.
Yeah, tech issues. It's been a wild ride, but we will be back next month. It's going to be a monthly thing. We're really looking forward to this. We hope it will be a fun little ride. We'll come up with different like segments and stuff and talk movies all the time. And once again, our Instagram is Too Old for This Flick, and our TikTok is also Too Old for This Flick. So follow us on there. You'll get clips of the show, maybe bonus content. Maybe Dustin over here will take off his shirt for some
Money.
some roses or whatever. You click on the live stream. I don't know. I've never done one before.
It would just have to be a lot of money. I'd be pretty much anything at this
It
point.
really doesn't have to be a lot of money for him to take his shirt off. You can even just throw him a couple like burritos and he'll take his shirt off.
If
for
you're
you.
gonna pay me to not take my shirt off, it's gonna cost a lot more.
Yeah, that'll be a lot more. Anyways, thanks for watching. We will see you next time.
Peace. You ever had one of these?
No,
Dude.
it's just a regular cough drop.
No, it's like candy. It's a cough drop, but it tastes like candy.
Give me a cough drop right now. And I know I'm gonna wake up in your bed later tonight, not knowing where I'm at.
It literally just tastes like candy.
Tastes like a cough drop to me.
Really?
Yeah.